How does that correlate with
That
the
is, yeah,
with the hertz and the heart rate variability?
yeah. That is such a good question, and I'm going to ask for forgiveness
Mm,
in my response. So, stress is not a thing. Again, don't throw anything at me yet.
mm,
So, your eye is a thing, your nose is a thing, your shoulder is a thing, your stomach is a thing, your neurons, your synapses, the glands, these are real things. So stress is a term, it's an English language term, but we have it in many languages that is trying to describe something, right? Heart rate and heart rate variability, if you use those two variables to measure stress, first of all, what is stress from a biomarker?
mm,
I'm making the case that it is not exclusively heart rate. Heart rate is not a causal factor of stress. So what is stress? From a neurochemistry perspective, the amount of cortisol levels, uh, the amount of adrenaline, even the amount of, and also these other neurotransmitters, it's a chemical condition. It's a neurochemistry in the human brain because the interpretation of the stimuli, your brain sees it as a threat, right? So heart rate is a downstream response to what the brain has already judged and is anticipating. Now, Whoop and all these devices, and I know them extremely well. I've collaborated with many of them for a long time. They use algorithms to determine using different variables. But really, true stress is the more above 10 hertz that you go, that's when all the other neurotransmitters kick in, the bad guys, the cortisol levels. And you see a inverse relationship between obviously cortisol and say dopamine or serotonin or those kinds of things. But even those chemicals that are released by the glands in the body and the brain, they're responding to what the brain has perceived as threat, right? And so a threat is not just a physical threat, I'm going to be harmed, but a threat is I can't do this. I am overwhelmed. Like I don't know what to do next. That's why I am making the case, if you'll allow me, I'm making the case that the first thing to do in every situation where you feel stressed or every human challenge that you have is not to get your heart rate down, it's get your EEG down. You get your EEG down first, you increase the cognitive function of the brain. So if you do these neurohacks, they don't make problems go away, but they make your ability to solve them much better.
mm,
And I want to make the case that the highest form of human intelligence is not knowledge or even induction and deduction. It's the awareness of where your brain is and to almost talk to yourself. Like, these are the thoughts I am having. Can I associate? Am I at 0, 10, 20, 30? It's easy to do. If you tell me, Steve, you know what? I kind of had a bad lunch, bad breakfast this morning because I've had thousands of these conversations just from that comment and your tone and your nonverbal. I could guess to 5 hertz where your brain is.
wow.
And if you tell me, oh, Dr. Trust, it's so nice to see you, dude, man, fellow South African, hoe gaan dit? And like right now, I can tell you that you're probably around 12, 15, 16 hertz. But it pains me. It really pains me. One of the things that makes me so annoyed, is we go through all this education in our life, formal and informal. Informal, our moms, our dads, our communities, our formal teachers, doctors, professors. And they teach us so many good things about life, right? So many good things that we learn about how to function and be a good person, have good values. Where was the class about the brain?